Hey there, toy collector friends and Batman fans alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple TC. That is the time-traveling toy collector. And this is a video looking at another entry into the Batman Automobilia collection. I've done some of the big hitting Batmobiles and other vehicles, and now I'm moving into some of the slightly less well-known. I've got, I think, about 80 or so to cover. In the fullness of the series. But if you do have a particular favourite Bat vehicle or Bat villain vehicle that was released in the range, let me know in the comments below, and I will bring that forward in my filming order if that takes your fancy. Before we get into this one, which is the Batmobile as it appeared in Detective Comics number 362, just a reminder to please like the video, because it really helps boost it, and also dropping a free subscription to the channel where there's no obligation to watch every video really also helps, as I am very keen and very desperate, for want of a better word, to get to my next subscriber milestone. So a completely free subscription from you today would be amazing. And if you drop a comment in the comments below to say that you have done that, I will thank you with all my heart. So that's brilliant. Anyway, let's get on with the video in hand. And this is, as I mentioned, the Detective Comics Batmobile from issue 362 of the DC Comics. So as usual, we get the presentation case, which is this sort of, they refer to it as a crystal display case. It tells us what where it appeared or primarily appeared, and we get the lenticular backdrop, which we will look at in a moment. You can see there, as I move it, a hint of the lenticular 3D-esque action in place, and this particular Batmobile, which I'll give us a bit of a 360 as best I can whilst it's in the box itself. But I shall momentarily get the lid off for a closer inspection. As always with these models, they're not designed for play and they are screwed in. I won't be unscrewing it, I will be leaving it in, as I just know how fragile some of these can be. However robust they may look, they can be quite fragile. So I will be leaving it on the display base, okay? However, let's get this down. Let's get the case off. You may have noticed already that I've unfastened the tape on the edges for expediency. Everything falls apart. That shows you how the best laid plans. And also to note that the Bat's symbol has sadly slid off the central point, which is a bit of a nuisance. But I will try and fix that in the fullness of time. Much more relevant is our close-up look at the lenticular backdrop. Now these can be a bit hit and miss. This one's more of a hit, I think, because it is lifted pretty much from the panels of the comic, and you can see there as I bend it, we do get a sense of movement. I really like these. I think I've mentioned in a previous video, this always takes me back to the late 70s, early 80s, and there was a range of, I think it was bubblegum, because when isn't it? Some sort of bubblegum that had lenticular dinosaur cards inside it, and when you had it one way it was the dinosaur, and when you had it the other way it was the current equivalent in the natural world of what that dinosaur would have been. So random fun fact, not fun and not particularly interesting probably for you, but it just struck me that it always reminds me of those cards. Anyway, I'm having a little nostalgia moment, but this is really nice. This looks like this car has either been driven off the road by the Batmobile. I must admit I'm not too familiar with the story. I like the models more than the particular levels of history. But yeah, very nice sense of movement and a nice sense of 3D-ism from that. So I'm going to pop that down over here, so it's around. And then we'll take a look at the main event. Now, one thing I'm going to say straight off the bat is, disappointingly, this looks bent to me. And the thing is, it's not rubber, so I can't sort of ease it. It is fixed. It's, you know, if I were to tap it, I don't know if you can hear that, but it is that sort of hardcore plastic. No, I wouldn't say it was die cast, I think it's ABS plastic. But yeah, so it is kind of very much rooted where it is. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just for additional level of clarity around some of the detailing here. So you can see I love the wheels. It's very period, the white wheel trims and the yellow bat signal in the middle of the wheels. There's what looks like a little blemish there, but it's not. It wipes away, so that's nice, and the white wheels are continued at the back. Huge fins, very comic book-esque fins at the back there, which of course are wonderful to behold. And it's quite good from all angles, to be honest, as some of these models are better than others. But this is, I really like this. I really like how this has come together. I love that we get safety first. There's a nice little wing mirror there, front and center for you. Nice little wing mirror for Batman. Very helpful. Very comfy seats, actually seats 2 there. You can actually see here that there's, now I'll just be completely honest with you, this isn't, I hadn't noticed that before going this close. And it's not me, I haven't repaired that. It looks like the level of repair it would have been had I done it, but that wasn't me. So I wonder if that was done by Eaglemoss prior to them sending this out. Couldn't have been afterwards, obviously, but I wonder if that was, rather than just do a fresh one, it was just a repair job. That's reassuring. Anyway, never mind about them, they've gone. So we can see the front here is very nice, nice light array there. And I'll just zoom in a bit on that bat head that fronts up the front of the car there, probably useful as a battering ram. That's probably what's happened to that car in the lenticular background. We have the sort of twin canopy windshield that is familiar from the live action Batmobile in the 1960s series. Again, we have this side that mirrors pretty much completely the other side of the Batmobile. But what I think they do really nicely, let's have a quick look at the back, where you've probably seen already from when I did it through the lid. There's that sort of tiered rear. But this is what I think is really nice. And I am going to zoom in a bit more for the purposes of this. What a lovely level of detail on the interior here. So we've got the bat steering wheel with the bat insignia in the middle. There are dials behind it. There's the gear shift there in the middle. There's some other dials. There's what looks like a bat glove box on the right hand side there. I don't know if that is what it is. Maybe it's a computer system, but it looks like the bat glove box, which is very important. You need somewhere to keep your bat gloves for when you're doing the various bat dances that you may be doing in the fullness of crime fighting. But I think that's a really nicely decked out and detailed cockpit, if you will, which you don't always get. I mean, these models do sometimes give you some open air or some direct access into the driving area, but it doesn't always give you that level of detail. Again, the base unit doesn't have any additional gimmicks on it. It has some artwork, but the artwork is mostly designed to look like comic book muddied road or dirt track, which it does effectively, to be fair. But yeah, there's not much in the way of any additional features. This is one of the many Batmobiles that doesn't come with any sort of surrounding art deco to make it feel special. Just trying to see if I can stand that up for a bit of background effect, but it looks like it doesn't want to play. Fair enough. Yeah, it doesn't want to play, does it? It does not, so that's fine. Won't waste your time on me faffing about with it there. But this is, I think, again, it's a really solid, really nice piece. And I think it's a lovely entry. I mean, the variety of bat designs in the Batmobile ranges really never cease to amaze me. And some look much less like Batmobiles, and we will cover those in future videos. Some look like the ultimate Batmobiles. And there are, of course, some other vehicles, bat tanks, bat trains, more bat boats, more bat copters, more bat planes, etc., etc. And I will get to all of those. But I just like to take a bit of a moment, because I know some people did collect this and had mixed opinions and mixed experiences, I must say, from talking to others. But also, there are those who didn't, and who sometimes see the occasional item available at conventions or in vintage or collectible toy stores or model shops, etc. and wonder what the rest of the range looked like. So that's why I am sort of putting these out, so that people can have a look at what else was in the range around, or you know, what they perhaps weren't able to pick up. And perhaps things to look out for, because if you don't know what's in the range, it's quite hard to look out for stuff on eBay or other places, should you be, you know, a casual collector of such things. But as I say earlier, if there is a particular Batmobile or Bat vehicle or Bat enemy vehicle that was released, because they did release 2 or 3, let me know, and as I say, I can accelerate those. If I know there's a particular interest, I can accelerate those in the filming order. More than happy to do that, because why not? Anything that keeps people happy and watching is a good thing, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, what do you think of this particular Batmobile? Are you familiar with the storyline it appears in? Is there anything you can tell me about it that might be worth me knowing? Is this one of your favourite Batmobiles? If not, which would be? What do you think is your favourite iteration of the Batmobile? And did you have a pleasant experience potentially collecting with Hero Collector and Eaglemoss, and were you devastated when all that happened? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you once again for sticking around. It's been a pleasure having you here for the last 10 minutes or so. I have been the time-travelling toy collector. You've been a wonderful audience, and this has been the Batmobile, as produced by Eaglemoss and Hero Collector as part of the Batman Automobilia range. And it's the Batmobile from Detective Comics issue 362. Look forward to reading your comments down below, and hopefully seeing you in a future, or indeed a past video. Just remains for me to say that a thing of beauty really is a toy forever. Take care. Bye-bye for now.